here, and there were so many storylines. So here's where we sit. 12 of the 14 playoff spots have been clinched on the road to Super Bowl 60. 6 in each of the conferences. Broncos, Bears, Eagles, each have clinched their divisions, but still plenty to be decided. 5 other divisions yet to be called, and lots of seeding over these final 2 weeks. And we are here for the next 3 hours to get you ready. Sunday NFL Countdown. The regular crowd has shuffled in. We hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and holidays with your family. And we were all treated to what amounted to a playoff game last night. The Ravens and the Packers at Lambeau Field with everything at stake for both teams, and backup quarterbacks on both sides, Tyler Huntley, Malik Willis, and then Randy, first drive, Derrick Henry.
Man, all I thought about watching this game for 4 quarters is my old former Raider coach saying, dehydrate that man.
And they did just that. Now, ensuing Packers drive, it's Willis. He's airing it out. It's Christian Watson, 39 yards, and the Packers have an answer. We're tied at 7. Teddy, more from the King. Derrick Henry, he was the forgotten man last week. He certainly wasn't forgotten last night.
Get used to seeing this, people, because it was like this all game long. They couldn't stop the King.
14-7 Ravens. And then, Alex, the other way. How about Malik Willis?
Greeny, this kid put on an absolute show. Gonna be a free agent at the end of the year. Some teams need to find this kid's phone number.
Lambeau lead, Packers down 6. Ensuing Raven drive. Final minute of the half. Rex, Tyler Huntley taking off.
Outstanding play design here. Quarterback draw. They get 2 guys on the middle linebacker, Brew. I don't think you could have made that tackle.
14 seconds left in the half. Derrick Henry, again, his 3rd score of the half. Ravens up 27-14 at halftime. Now we're late in the 3rd. Packers down by 10. Randy, it's Willis again.
One thing about it, Alex talked about him being a free agent, but I was impressed by him making plays with his legs, keeping them in this game, Greeny.
Packers within 3. Ensuing Ravens drive. Teddy, more of the same.
Whenever you got defensive backs trying to bring this guy down, the chances are slim. This man had a great night, 216 yards.
Speaking of defensive backs, avert your eyes if you were squeamish.
Boy.
The wrong side of this one is owned by Carrington Valentine.
Yeah. Get out the club! Get out!
Woo! Just enjoy it, people. Oh, my goodness, he did it again.
It sets up a 3rd and 8, and it's Huntley and it's Zay Flowers, and the Ravens are up by 10, 34-24. And then, Alex, Malik Willis having such a good night, and unfortunately, watch him after the completion here. What do we see?
Yeah, this one was tough, Greeny. Listen, he got tackled on the play before. Obviously, he had a shoulder injury the week before. This was a big play in the game. Obviously, ended up having to leave and run into the locker room.
And so they would have to change the tune to Clayton Tune, the 3rd-string quarterback in for Green Bay. Not sure this one is his fault. What do we say? Tips and overthrows.
Gotta get those.
I see you, Greeny.
That's Marlon Humphrey with the interception. Matt LaFleur can't believe what he sees. And then let's put the finishing touch. Rex, how about a 4th touchdown on the night for Derrick Henry?
Yeah, how about this? Not giving the ball the last 12 minutes. So last week, they 36 rush attempts. That's the most in a game in his entire career.
216 yards, 4 touchdowns a week after the controversy where they didn't give him the ball late. Ravens get a win they need to keep them alive. So let's take a look at the scenario in the AFC North with that win. Baltimore is watching and praying today. Derrick Henry will say that literally. They need the Steelers to lose in Cleveland. If Pittsburgh wins, Steelers are the champs in the division. If the Browns win, Ravens-Steelers next week will be for the division title. John Harbaugh impressed with his running back's performance.
It's one of the greatest performances I've ever seen. It was hard, downhill running, but also a lot of make miss. I mean, he's making guys miss. He's taking it inside, taking it outside.
Enjoy this one. Pray before we leave that, the good Lord just give us a chance. Wake up tomorrow in the morning, pray again before the game comes on. The good Lord give us a chance, and then let it all unfold, man.
I'm trying to make it out of here so I can call Shador real quick and make sure he can get it done. So I'll probably just be, just watching it and get some rest.
Older fans will understand the irony of the Ravens needing help from the Cleveland Browns. There's certainly something in all of that. But let's start little picture before we go big picture. There's an element of where has that been, right? Where has Derrick Henry been last weekend? So many other weeks that it seems he's been missing.
Well, I can tell you, a coordinator that can stop. There's one coordinator I know that can stop Derrick Henry from being successful running the football. That's his own coordinator. That's the offensive coordinator, and that's what we saw last. How the heck did this man sit on the sideline for 12 minutes and change last week when you were up by 7? Give this guy the ball, and that was the thing I was most impressed with. Look, this defense for Green Bay is not a slouch. and they gave up 316 yards rushing, 200 and change to this man right here. But Derrick Henry, what? You got better players than anybody. Give him the ball. He's a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well, the mental toughness of Henry, because let's just encapsulate what it was also, and even the course of the year. This man has fumbled in critical situations.
Yeah.
So for him to come back this time and say, go ahead, put the entire team on my back and give me a career high of 36 carries, I think you said, Rex. It's like this is a true professional, one of the best running backs I've ever seen in terms of like, I got this, guys, give it to me. He took over.
But he's really had the opportunity for him to like shoulder the load, right? They've had Lamar. You have this like amazing weapon and toy at quarterback, and for coordinator Todd Monken, it's hard not to use it all the time. And this really simplified things, right? Like no Lamar. Hey, let's just run everything through our almost 32-year-old quarterback, who obviously is like this ageless wonder. And again, they had 53 carries yesterday. That's by far their most of the season. The next closest was 40 this entire year. So obviously, I don't think that's a coincidence that, again, Lamar's not in, and I know they missed him earlier in the year, but back up against the wall, everything had to go through Henry, and obviously he delivered.
Man, Rex, I never thought, I would see somebody with a shinier set of teeth than I seen last night with Mr. Huntley. And I have to, and the reason why I'm saying that is because
I don't know why I can't get a dang like commercial,
an endorsement.
Like,
well, I have to give Mr. Huntley, Todd Monken, the OC, some credit. All of this love that they're giving to Derrick Henry, you cannot forget the fact that this young man, he rushed for 60 yards with 8 carries, too. So the defense really had to respect the quarterback play, where in the past it's all about Lamar Jackson and the King. But, kudos and shots out to Todd Monken
play
for
design,
running that ball.
too. Play design was important in this game. That defense gave up 8.3 yards per play against a backup quarterback.
They had the ball for 40 minutes time of possession. 40 minutes.
Let's get in these Packers real quick here, because, this is a team that's going in the wrong direction. When your head coach is talking in a press conference after the game and says, you got big boyed, that's when let me define what big boy means, okay? It means I was this big and you were this small and you couldn't stop anything. You couldn't stop. You can get off blocks. You couldn't tackle. You got beat all over the place. LaFleur said it himself. The Packers got big boyed in week 17 of a National Football League season. Where are they going? At home. Yeah. What is going on?
I can tell you exactly where they're going. They're going to the playoffs as the 7th seed. That's locked in regardless of what happens next week in their final game against Minnesota. So I will ask the question, can this team, they haven't won since they lost Micah Parsons, can this team make a deep playoff run from all the way in the back of the playoff pack?
Not with the defense playing like that. Like Teddy's dead on, right? They're not going to win in January with that kind of defensive effort. I think they can rebound. I do think they have a chance. We've seen them go on the road before as a 7th seed, right, and blow out Dallas. Like I think they have the firepower offensively to stay with games. But you can't have the 2 turnovers, and obviously you can't give up 300 yards rushing. But absolutely, I think they have the ability to go on the road and win a game.
But this team is a top 10 defense, all right, going into it. Now they absolutely got bullied, to your point, bro. They got absolutely bullied. But I don't think there's other teams that are going to be as committed to running the football the way Baltimore was in that game. And how ironic, when Baltimore had to have it, what did they do? Run the football. It's just amazing.
Last note on the Packers, obviously they're going to rest everybody next week. They'll get their bye. Hopefully get healthy. They're pretty beat up. But I absolutely think they have a chance to
look, they're playing last night, obviously no Parsons, no Jordan Love with the concussion. They lose their backup quarterback along the way. They need to get healthy and then see what they can do as they go forward. Mention what happened to them yesterday. It happened in L.A. Texans and Chargers yesterday. First quarter, Alex C.J. Stroud dealing early.
Man, they came out slinging in. If they got this going, look out. To add the deep ball to this defense, man, they're rolling right now.
And Chargers now get the ball back, and Rex, it's that Houston defense in the pass rush on Justin Herbert.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Justin Herbert couldn't even breathe back there. He was still making plays, but, man, it was suffocating.
So now we're still early in the first quarter, and the Texans already have one big touchdown. And, Randy, here comes another.
Man, let it fly again to one of these young wide receivers. All the attention to Nico Collins. The youngsters is stepping up, Greeny.
14 zip Texans before you could even blink. Third quarter now at 17-3 on a 3rd and long. Teddy, look at Herbert go.
Sometimes a quarterback's got to do everything, and it's been Justin Herbert all year at times. It seems like he did everything he could in this game, fellas.
He had a couple drops from his tight end, Oronde Gadsden, that really hurt, but this one, Gadsden will haul in, and so the Chargers get it within a touchdown at 17-10. Now we're 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Chargers are down by 10. It's Herbert again. It's Gadsden. again. This one a 25-yard gain, so the Chargers are in business. Later in the drive, it would set up the man, Rex, you've been calling for, and that's Omarion Hampton.
Yeah, absolutely, because this guy is a power running back, and they're going to need that in the playoffs.
And they had a tough night kicking, though. Cameron Dicker missed a chip shot field goal, then missed the extra point there.
It was huge.
So it's 20-16, and then here's where the game is decided. This is a 3rd and 9. Chargers are going to get the ball back after they make the stop. But wait, Teddy, we have an illegal contact downfield. Was this a good call?
It's not obvious. I don't see it. I don't see it that way. I'd like to see players earn their victories this late in the season. I wish the officials called it that way.
Critical call, critical moment, and it ends that way. So as Shefty said, the Texans win knocks the Colts out of the playoff picture. Let's take a look at what it all means. Texans clinching the playoffs for the 3rd straight year. They can still win the division if they beat the Colts next week, assuming the Jaguars lose one of their last 2. Chargers drop to 7 in the AFC, and the Broncos clinch the AFC West. So it was an amazingly important game in a variety of ways. And afterwards, the Texans locker room was lit.
One thing I gotta say, baby, how does it feel to be in? Congratulations to every single person in this room. It took everybody, staff, players, coaches, every person in this room, man. From where we started this season, right, to where we are now, just everybody believing in each other, showing up to work, continuing to work, to give us an opportunity to get in the playoffs, man.
The work needs to be put in. It's not just every year, the Texans are stamped to go to the playoffs. That might be the outside noise. It wasn't great at first, but, as we kept going, I think for me, my gratitude has gone up to another level because, technically we weren't supposed to be here.
Texans resilient. They're the 2nd team in the last 25 years to start 0-3 and make the playoffs. The 2018 Texans had been the other. So, Rex, as you look at this Houston team, what is their ceiling?
The Super Bowl. And I'm going to say it. Remember when I said that a month ago and you guys looked at me like I had 3 heads when I was in Baltimore?
Well, you're calling their defense like they were the 85 Bears or something like that.
Well, statistically, this is the best defense in the National Football League since 2009.
Solid unit.
So this unit is they're way more than solid, Brew. And all you talked to me last night was what? Who did you mention?
Who is 95, Rex? Who is 95?
Who the hell is 95? 95 is a backup defensive end, Derek Barnett, former first-round pick. This team has depth.
Woo.
And what I know about great defenses, they use everybody on the roster. That's what this team does. They're deep, and they keep coming at you. They can put fresh pass rushers in the game to close out games. This defense is absolutely frightening. If they get any play whatsoever from their offense, I think they run through the AFC.
They got to start playing to that defense then. If they want that formula, if they're as solid as you say they are, this defense can take on any offense going through the playoffs. Every drive has to end with a kick. CJ can't be throwing those interceptions. I think CJ has to have the mentality about what he's recognizing on that other side and how special that they are and play accordingly. I love the shots down the field. I mean, those were defensive busts and they were wide open. Yes, I'm okay with that, but taking care of the football has got to be number one.
Along that line right there, to me, Alex, when this young man came in the league, burst on the scene as a rookie, he was the strength of this football team.
Yep.
Now it's clearly this defense. What's it like for a quarterback? Can you change that mindset?
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's actually listen, this is a big asset for this team is to have C.J. Stroud, who's so young. This guy's won 2 playoff games, right? He's really mature even in his 3rd year playing. When you start looking at the AFC landscape, though, what offense are you worried about, right? There aren't a lot of great offenses on the AFC side, right? We saw what they did to the Bills a couple years ago, right?
Sacks.
Dismantled them. The Jaguars are probably the premier offense, but this is a playoff run where you can just, punting the ball is okay, right? Our defense is that good. We can win kind of ugly football games, make a few plays in the red zone, and you might find yourself hoisting the Lamar Hunt trophy.
Randy,
I'm telling you.
With all this talk about the Houston Texans, I'm very impressed with their defense and their depth. We talked about earlier showing the highlights. What I talked about, all of this focus on Nico Collins, the youngsters with Higgins and Noel showing up in the deep part of the football game. But, Rex, going back to this Super Bowl team, I really think the run game for the Houston Texans will have to show up. Yesterday, Mark showed up, but it has been up and down throughout the season. If you want to give your defense some rest, those pass rushers some rest, so when they get back on the field, they're fresh. They got to have a running game and can't put pressure on their defense with throwing the ball.
And that's scary to me. We all thought that Joe Mixon was going to be the guy, and he hadn't played all season, obviously. Right. And they're missing that back. But their offensive line, look, that's the much maligned offensive line. It's been absolutely brutal to start the year. It's getting a little better.
Yep.
And I think all they have to be is average to be a little below average and play to that defense.
Chargers going to be kicking themselves, too. Missed a couple of kicks, some critical penalties, had some drops, had some opportunities to win that game last night. Instead, they fall to the 7th seed. In the meantime, it's time for the Mosses here. Alabama's Jeremy Bernard earned the title last week, and then he enjoyed the reward, the spectacular catch for the kid from the Tide, and then he got the gloves.
All right, guys, great win last week, but we want to congratulate our uncle, Jern. Got something for you, man. Come on. Come on. Thanks for making me look good, brother. What this is? Come on, now.
Shout out to the GOAT, man. Right enough, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. This is going to go in the vault, man.
How about that, Randy?
No, Mr. Bernard, I appreciate you for going out there making that catch, getting up on our segment. But, hey, Greeny, this week's segment, we got a first-timer. We've never had a Mawson on the special teams before, and I know you're going to be ready for this one.
Yes.
Man, shout out to my future Hall of Fame brothers and Mr. Dadgummit. Keep doing your thing in Indy, man, but let's roll this week's You Got Moss. Let's go to the Hawaii Bowl, Cal versus Hawaii. The quarterback throws it up, and Brandon White makes this incredible catch. Brandon White, I see you hanging in the air, man, parallel. Go get your thing. But, hey, Hezekiah Masters, you know what the words are.
You got Moss. Steelers Lions, Jared Goff to the end zone. This kid right here, this Tesla kid is absolutely amazing. He actually uses two hands on this catch. But look at that. Between two guys, he gets crunched. Hey, Steeler defense, you got Moss.
Let's stay in the National Football League, Rex. Bengals versus the Dolphins. Joe Burrow going to one of his favorite targets. Is it Mr. Chase or Mr. Higgins? Man, it's T. Higgy, baby, going up and get it over Jack Jones. Hey, Jack Jones, you know what the words are.
You got Moss. Here it is, a kickoff. What? A mossing on a kickoff? How is that even possible? North Texas gets it off. San Diego State.
Look at this, Greeny.
He's going to lateral it.
Oh, no.
What? There it is. A mossing right there. Deshaun McEwen goes over the top over Dalton Carnes. You know the words, Dalton Carnes. You got Moss on a kickoff.
Play right there. National Football League, my future Hall of Fame brother, Baker Mayfield, going to his favorite target. Hey, Mike Evans, are you going to send me an invite to me and my wife? Because I want to come and see you, man. Put on that jacket. But that's a great play. Hey, Mike Jackson, you know what the words are.
You got Moss.
Hey, I don't even have to show Mike Evans the gloves. He has a few of them, but it's a great play. He know they're coming his way, Green.
They got a big game. They'll have their huge game next week against Carolina. Winner goes on as the champions of the NFC South. So the